Happy Tuesday. Phil Lindeman with your midday news on Krystal 93. Average price for a gallon of gas in Colorado today is $4.74. That's 15 to 20 cents cheaper than 2 weeks ago. Price at two stations at exit 203 in Frisco is 5 cents more than that, $4.79. Price at two stations at exit 205 in Silverthorne is $4.82. Other stations there are upwards of 40 cents more. The average home in Summit was selling for $1.54 million last month. That's the highest since January, but not enough to match last year's record pace. Compared to last June, total home sales were down nearly 31%. That's a loss of $40 million in 1 month. Since January, sales of all kinds were down 29%, a loss of $134 million in 6 months. The wheels are slowly turning for a sprawling new housing project on Forest Service land above Dillon Valley. Dan Osborne with the county.
We essentially agreed to split the costs of the project moving forward as far as working with Servitas, the preferred developer, and then making payments through time.
The county leads development. Town of Dillon gives water and sewer. But a lot is still up in the air. Jason Dietz with the Housing Authority.
The development's not a slam dunk by any means right now. We still have to work through a lot of issues.
Planning cannot begin until the county and town approve an agreement, still at least 1 week out. A Silverthorne mobile home park is the latest victim of a national trend where property owners sell the land out from under their residence. It is legal and it's common, but lawmakers are taking notice. Commissioner Tamara Pogue.
There is some recent legislation that the state's passed that will make it easier for mobile home park owners to buy those developments themselves and create sort of a co-op model. And so I do hope that the residents of those communities will familiarize themselves with that legislation and look at whether or not that might be an option for them.
But property owners do not always play ball. The county has tried to buy other mobile park land and has been shot down. Over in the Aspen area, city and county officials are finally sitting down after a month of butting heads over housing. The Aspen Times reports city officials want Pitkin County to put a housing tax on the county-wide ballot. Pitkin officials countered, saying they do not trust Aspen to spend that money wisely. A Colorado Springs man just pushed a peanut up Pikes Peak with his nose. 9 News reports on Bob Salem replicating a feat from 93 years ago. He spent just under 7 days bumping the nut to raise money for charity and celebrate the 150th anniversary of Manitou Springs. Local fire danger remains moderate today with no fire restrictions in Summit. In sports, tonight is the MLB All-Star Game on Fox with one Rockies player on the roster, first baseman C.J. Crone. He's an alternate. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz & Associates with American Family in Dillon. Next race of the Town Mountain Bike Series is coming up next Wednesday, July 27th at the all-new Copper Mountain Malay. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.